Folks, it's 9:07, and that is my first fish this morning. And I'd say I've probably been fishing since about 7, maybe a hair after 7, but that's my first fish of the morning. For 2 hours straight, I've been throwing a little bit of everything. You can see my deck is just messy right now because I haven't been able to get bit on anything. I'm literally junk fishing right now. I was down in the back of a creek a little further fishing around, just a lot of really good looking stuff, and I saw a lot of activity. I saw bait moving around, I saw fish feeding, and I could not get a bite. And here I am just junk fishing up the side of this bank, and I finally get a bite off of a dang Senko. Let's hopefully things will be picking up. Let's see what happens. Little dude. Tell you what, all these bass that are underneath these mats right here, they're not big, but they are healthy. I mean, they look like they've never been caught before in their life, and they are all just really fat. So they're feeding good underneath there. So it was cloudy all morning. I think you guys saw that. And this is the first offshore spot that I've hit so far. Mainly because, you know, it's been cloudy. And clouds tend to mess up your offshore fishing, from my experience. But now that the sun's come up a little bit, these clouds are starting to peek back a little bit. I came out here and rolled across this spot here, and I saw some fish on it, so went ahead and stopped, and that was my first cast. So this that could be a good sign. We'll see what happens. Lure never even hit the bottom. That is one chunky bass right there. That's a healthy looking bass right there. It's been eating good. think this school is fired up. Almost 1 o'clock. Just go ahead and give you guys a midday update, since I really didn't do one this morning. This morning it was really foggy. I mean really foggy. I went to the back of a creek that I've never filmed in before, and I got back there and man, things looked great. I mean, things looked really juicy back there. I thought I was in it. I saw bait around in some shallow pads. I saw fish chasing stuff. But I could not get anything to really commit. I mean, I got a couple bites, but I don't even know if they were bass because they didn't actually get the bait that well. So I just started junk fishing, and I caught that one on a Cinco, like you guys saw. You know, I probably trolling motored another 200 yards or so, and I started getting into some hyacinth. Honestly, I almost left that spot because I was actually packed up. I was ready to go, and then for some reason I just looked over there and it just looked too good, and so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna punch it. The reason I didn't like go to it in the first place and even really think much of it is because, again, it was really foggy this morning, and when I started to punch, it was cloudy. So you know, it's not your typical punching heavy cover conditions. Usually you're going to do that when it's really sunny out. Which, I mean, it really hasn't been today at all. But even during that time, it was still pretty cloudy, but it just looked too good to pass up. And probably like the third little patch of hyacinth I punched, I got bit. I think I caught 4 bass doing that. I don't know, the film will tell the tape. Anyway, after that, there was literally nothing left for me to punch on that little strip that I went through. And there was nothing else in that creek to punch, so that's when I left and went to the ledges, and been on the ledges since, and it's been productive. Nothing big. In fact, I haven't caught anything really big all morning. I mean, maybe I may have caught 1-2 pounds. One of those really fat ones that I caught may have been 2 pounds. So we need to find some big bites. Let's see if we can find something worth getting a picture with. Stay tuned. Sorry, that's not bad. That's a good one. We might be about to get rained on. We may have to seek shelter here. Yes, sir. that's a wrap. As you can see, that storm was closing in on me pretty fast, and I had to get the heck out of there. And when I got back to the boat ramp, I ended up getting rained on. It is what it is. I tried to hold out as long as I could. As soon as I got back to the boat ramp, the skies opened up, so I was just trying to get everything tied down with the boat and then on the road. And I mean, it was a pretty rough storm the whole way back to the house, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with a really long outro, so we'll just keep it short and straight to the point. You guys already know this morning, for a while there, I wasn't getting bit on anything shallow. At the last minute, I saw some hyacinth mats and decided to punch that. And that hyacinth mat was anywhere from like 3 to 4 foot of water. Nothing but small ones there. Went out to the ledges and started getting bit. As you saw, I got onto a pretty aggressive school there for a little while, and I plucked quite a few from it. And then they just kind of shut down, and I went and tried some stuff up shallow, and then came back to the ledges right about the time that I figured that the ledge bite would turn on. And really they weren't that active, so I had to resort to some reaction type of stuff. And right there at the end, you saw me throwing a fluke. That wasn't a really active school, and I really just needed something to make them react. And I was just kind of working that fluke, with some really hard jerks. And then after that, you could see it was starting to rain there at the end. I tried to beat the storm by moving to another spot on the lake, hoping it wouldn't eventually hit the lake, and I was wrong. It is what it is. I got the heck out of Dodge. If you enjoyed watching this video, if you learned anything from it, if you'd like to see some more content coming from my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to try to put out a video every single week, and you guys can just kind of see how I adjust to the conditions. We have a huge cold front coming this week, so that's going to definitely affect how I fish next week. I don't think it's going to be fishing the same lake that we fished today, but we'll find out. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.